What's up, guys? Feed you information here. So now, after we just talked about AMD in the last video, we're going to talk about Nvidia next, which I didn't exactly do on purpose, but it's convenient seeing as how Nvidia might go ahead and retake the lead up on AMD in terms of the hype. So we'll go ahead and start right here. Nvidia plus 6% on their last earnings for quarter one beats gaming recovery. So Nvidia up 6.2% after quarter one beats, with revenue down 31% year over year. In line, quarter two guidance has 2.5 billion to 2.6 billion in revenue. Estimates was 2.53 billion, with 59.2 to 59.5% margin growth, or percent gross margin, sorry. Revenue breakdown: gaming was 1.05 billion, estimate was 0.93, so basically 930 million, and that's up 11% quarter over quarter, but still down 39% year over year. Now visualization was 266 million, estimate was 289.9 million, and it also is down 9% quarter over quarter. Data center was 634 million, that missed estimates of 663.7 million, minus 7% quarter over quarter. Auto was 166 million, estimate was 162.3 million, and it's up 2% quarter over quarter. And OEM/other was 99 million, estimates was 111.5 million, which is down 15% quarter over quarter. So mostly misses, which means if you are a long-term believer in Nvidia, considering it has been falling, now is definitely the time to go ahead and get into it. And this was, of course, back in May 16th, so about 2 weeks and a couple days ago, so that's why Nvidia isn't up still. That's not like why, but like obviously the reason is the sell-off because people weren't happy with that earnings. But anyways, there was one more article, I'm pretty sure. Quantenna gain as acquirers seek Chinese. Nvidia has filed, so Mellanox Quantenna gain as acquirers seek Chinese approval. Nvidia has filed for approval with China's State Administration for market regulation regarding its Mellanox acquisition, according to MLex via Bloomberg First Word. Sorry, it's midnight. I'm struggling a bit reading here. On Semi, so that's a company, has also filed for Chinese approval for its Quantenna, that is so hard to pronounce for some reason, acquisition. Anyways, though, this is all kind of BS, so let's go ahead and just keep moving up. I guess that's really it for Nvidia, but there was one more article right here. So here's the big thing I want to talk about. Nvidia's super reveal might derail AMD's RX 5000 debut at E3. So for those of you guys that don't know, if you haven't watched my last video, it's going to cover it, but basically AMD did really well at the Computex and Nvidia didn't even show up. So Nvidia was curiously absent at this year's Computex, failing to reveal anything more about its quotation super tease from earlier in May. That may mean that we'll see what could be a new series of Nvidia RTX cards revealed at the E3 show in early June, instead potentially derailing the hype for AMD's next generation Navi RX 5000 GPUs. So on June 10th, we were already saying how we should watch out for what AMD is going to show, but even more what Nvidia is going to show. I do believe in the long term, Nvidia will always end up beating out AMD in the GPU section, so we'll see whether or not I am right, but that is why I am a long-term investor. It's just I'm going to have to get a position in AMD and grow it because I do believe in AMD in terms of just like diversifying so well. There are so many different companies with partnerships at this point, so Nvidia is just like the best player for like 5G and GPU in my opinion, because they're needed for the 5G era. Their technology is the best. But anyways, AMD was the big talk of Computex this year, with major announcements for new generation of CPUs and graphic cards, which look set to shake up their respective industries. Nvidia has a history of trying to trump its distant competition with major launches, and they are known for this, so they'll always be absent, and then Nvidia will come out of nowhere and just boom, destroy the competition. However, having previously released the GTX 1070 Ti shortly after AMD's original Vega launch in 2017, now Nvidia could do so again at E3, where we expect to learn more about AMD's RX 5000 cards with the reveal of its new super technology. Although Nvidia hasn't suggested beyond a short teaser video about what the super tech might be, rumors of a new generation of refresh RTX graphic cards have been building for a few months. Tweaktown sources claim that there will be new super versions of RTX 2060, 2070, and 2080 models. They'll feature faster RAM, we're told, and increased core clock speeds to raise performance by a small margin across the board. Considering AMD's upcoming RX 5000 cards are expected to offer a slight increased performance over their Nvidia counterparts, this sounds like a move by the green team to stay competitive at a comparable price. If its new GPUs were in the same ballpark for price and performance as AMD's new Navi cards, or even better in some cases, that could take the shine of AMD's announcement. Other speculation and rumors about the super cards from Tech Radar suggest that these cards could replace existing RTX cards, though the super branding seems like an odd choice in that case. It could be that the super cards will take over existing RTX pricing, while the first series of Nvidia's touring GPUs then see a price cut to undercut AMD's new offerings while gradually being phased out. Whatever the plan is, though, it's set to hit its next phase at the upcoming E3 show, so we don't have long to wait to find out, because that's in literal 6 days, guys. June 10th is when this is happening. It's now midnight of June 4th, so we only got 6 more days and some hours to wait to find that out. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to throw a like. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. Video information out.